news which is coming in, the Kerala gold smuggling case. The government has moved the Supreme Court against the Enforcement Directorate plea, and the ED has ordered the transfer of the trial to Bangalore, and it will be transferring in effect Kerala's governance. That's the big breaking news which is coming in. We are getting you the details of the Kerala gold scam. The ED has urged the transfer of the trial to Bengaluru. In fact, the transfer will be affecting Kerala's governance, is what the state is saying. ED has made some baseless allegations against top government authorities. This is what the Kerala state government has said in the ED, which is why they have now moved the Supreme Court against the ED plea. ED had said that the transfer of the trial should be made to Bengaluru instead of having it in Kerala. So let me go across to Harish Nair, our legal editor, for more details. This is huge because the ED clearly wants it out of Kerala, but the Kerala government is saying that there are baseless allegations which are being made against some of the top leaders, which is why they want it to remain within the state.
Yes, so that's right, Meghna. It's a very interesting development as far as the Kerala gold smuggling case is concerned. The government has now moved the Supreme Court against ED plea for transfer of the trial of the case to Bangalore. The state says that if transfer is allowed on the basis of the allegations now raised by the ED, it will have an adverse effect on the governance of the state. The state government's move, as rightly said, comes at a time when the Chief Justice Lalit-led bench of the Supreme Court is set to hear the matter. ED's plea on October 10th, the day court reopens after the Dasara break. The state submits that ED has made allegations against all the top tall political officers in the state without arraying them as parties. Many of the documents produced, especially the statement of the accused, have no bearing on the pending matter. This is what the state claims. And as we have been earlier reporting, earlier on July 21st, ED had filed the petition seeking to transfer the trial in this case from Kerala to Karnataka. And this is a case in relation to smuggling of gold through diplomatic channels. The agency says that free and fair trial of the case is not possible in Kerala due to close nexus between accused and top officials and functionaries of the Kerala government. So these are some of the very serious allegations made by the ED in its earlier petition, but now the state has come out against it and said that it should not be transferred because it will affect the governance of the state.
Yeah, if you could just elaborate on that point, because the state has said that any transfer, if it is allowed on the basis of allegations now raised, it will have an adverse effect on the governance of the state. Why would the transfer of this case have an impact on the governance of the state?
The details of the affidavit, the details of the state government's affidavit is awaited, but remember, they are harping on the fact that the ED had said in its petition that 4 accused persons in the case are highly influential and have close nexus with top officials in the Kerala government. One among the accused is, remember, M. Shivshankar, an IAS officer of Kerala cadre who was the principal secretary to the Chief Minister of Kerala, Pinarayi Vijayan. Other accused persons are PS Swapna Suresh and Sandeep Nair. The ED had alleged that the state police, at the behest of highly influential persons, is trying to derail the trial in the case. So the state government presumes that once the case is transferred to Bangalore, several top officials of the state might be summoned by the court, and this will in fact paralyze the governance. It's a very interesting argument made here by the state government, saying that if such a transfer is made, it will have a lot of implication on the governance, because the persons accused in this offense are high-profile political leaders and very senior bureaucrats in the state, and once the trial is shifted to Bangalore...
With us, Swapna Suresh, who is one of the accused in the gold smuggling case, is joining us here on the show. Thank you so much, Swapna, for speaking to us. What are your thoughts? Because the state government clearly does not want the case's trial to be moved out of Kerala to Bengaluru, as the ED has said it wants.
At this moment of time, actually, it isn't appropriate for an accused to talk on this. But then now that you have approached and you have given me a call, with due respect, I would like to just mention that as a common woman, as an accused, I just feel this itself shows a high level of conspiracy. Why wouldn't the Kerala government want it to be moved to Bangalore? What is the issue? The investigation should go on, and it should go on in the proper way. And me being an accused also stand along with ED because we felt, or I myself personally felt, that there had been a lot of interferences from the higher authorities of the government of Kerala during the investigation time or during the investigation period. So I too believe that it should be moved from the state of Kerala and it should be moved to some other state so that the investigation can be carried on proper. So that itself
Swapna
shows that
Suresh, you have officially said that your stand, being the accused, would be to continue this trial in another state?
Yes, very much. Because there had been a lot of interferences. There had been a lot of threats towards me during this investigation period. There were a lot of forces. They made me do voice recordings, favoring the government, favoring the other accused. So therefore, I would like to say that this itself shows conspiracy, that first Shiv Shankar went against this, that the ED should not, case should not be transferred to Bangalore. And now I'm surprised to know that the government of Kerala is also moving the same thing. So that itself proves there's a high level of conspiracy and they want to stop this for their own personal reasons.
Swapna, in your opinion, if this case does get transferred out to another state, let's say to Bengaluru, do you think you'll get a free and fair trial?
I have a very, very high hope on the same, a very, very high hope on the same. And I believe that the investigation will definitely bring out the real accused to light, and the government also, or the innocent people in the government and the public around us will understand who is behind what, who were the real accused behind the curtain. Yeah.
And you think you may not get a fair trial in Kerala?
I do feel because a lot of interferences had been happening.
Yes.
A lot of threats, life-threatening, threats were happening towards me, towards the officers. So I don't.
Well, thank you so much, Swapna Suresh. The first reaction there coming in from Swapna Suresh says that goes to show that there is a reason for the Kerala state government to fear of having this case transferred outside Kerala. With that, a short break.